Sai Ram. As we move further in integration, we are going to discuss about some special functions. The integration of these functions, the derivations themselves are quite important, and later on they are very helpful in solving very special kind of problems which cannot be done by normal substitution. So, let us look at the set of formulae. This we have asked you to study in the previous session, but we will repeat them, and we will also learn, we will pick up some of them and derive them also before we go for solving problems. So, in this list we have integration of dx upon x square minus a square, integration of dx upon a square minus x square, integration of dx upon a square plus x square, or you can call it x square plus a square, one and the same, both are same. Now, the same functions with square root in denominator, that is integral of dx upon under root of x square minus a square, integral of dx upon under root of a square minus x square, integral of dx upon a square plus x square, square root. These are 6 formulae, very important formulae, and we need to know them. This is equal to 1 by 2a log x minus a upon x plus a plus c. This one 1 by 2a log a plus x by a minus x plus c. This is 1 by a tan inverse x by a plus c. This one is log x plus under root of x square minus a square plus c. This one sin inverse x by a, and finally this one is log x plus under root of a square plus x square. These are the 6 formulae, and what is important is how these formulas have been derived. We will not derive all of them, we will just take one of the first 3 and then take one of the next 3 and see for ourselves how these formulae are being derived. So, let us begin with the first formula, how the formula is being derived. As you know, we have just now studied about substitution. So, the method of substitution is helpful in deriving all these 6 formulae. In every problem, we will be doing some trigonometric substitution to derive these formulae, even though there is no trigonometric function, but it is very helpful. So, let us look at this. Let us say we want to derive formula for dx upon x square minus a square. What we should substitute so that you have a trigonometric identity? For example, let us say here, suppose if you put x equal to a tan theta, what is that you are going to get? You will get x square minus a square equal to a square tan square theta minus 1. Do we have a formula for tan square theta minus 1? No. We have a formula for 1 plus tan square theta. So, instead of a tan theta, take it as a sec theta. What happens in the process? You get a square sec square theta. Now, if you take a square common, you are going to get sec square theta minus 1. Our identity is 1 plus tan square theta equal to sec square theta. So, sec square theta minus 1 can be written as tan square theta. So, this is one substitution for denominator. In the same time, we also need to know what will be dx. What is dx if x is a sec theta? It is going to be a sec theta tan theta. Make these substitutions for the given function. So, we can say I is equal to integral of, instead of dx, a sec theta tan theta d theta divided by x square minus a square. We already got a square tan square theta. So, one tan theta will get cancelled, one a will get cancelled, and convert in terms of sin theta and cos theta. Sec theta can be written as 1 by cos theta, and this tan theta, this 1 by a can be put outside, this tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. So, this cos theta can be cancelled. So, the integral gets changed into 1 by a, 1 by sin theta is nothing but cosec theta. And you know the formula for cosec theta, we have learnt in the previous session. So, this can be written as 1 by a log cosec theta minus cot theta. But remember, the function is given in terms of x, whereas we are getting in terms of theta. So, we have to get back. How to get back? Go back to this substitution. What did you substitute? X equal to a sec theta. So, take a small triangle. What is sec theta? Hypotenuse by base. So, we can say that this side is x square minus a square. What happens if we draw the triangle in this way? Sec theta is x upon a. X upon a means hypotenuse by base. Hypotenuse is x, base is a. So, the third side is x square minus a square. Now, you can write what is cosec theta. So, please write 1 upon a log. What is cosec theta from the diagram? It is hypotenuse by perpendicular. So, it is x upon under root of x square minus a square minus cot theta. What is cot theta? Base by perpendicular, that is a upon under root of x square minus a square. The expression appears to be too big. So, simplify it. How to simplify? This can be written as, the denominator is same, x minus a by this. So, this can be further simplified as under root of x minus a into under root of x minus a upon this. If you factorize, you get under root of x minus a under root of x plus a plus c. So, you can cancel these two. Both have got square root. So, both have got square root. So, it can be written as 1 by a log x minus a upon x plus a, and that 1 by 2 which is coming can be written here, plus c. And this is the formula. What is the formula? 1 by 2a log x minus a upon x plus a plus c. This is how these formulae are derived by appropriate substitution. So, to derive this formula, we substituted x equal to a sec theta. Somewhere you have to substitute a sin theta. Another place you have to substitute a tan theta. So, it will be changing, and according to the situation we have to make the substitution so that we are able to simplify and derive the formula. We will take one formula where there is square root, any one of them in which we have a square root. Let us take up the last one, sixth one. Sixth formula is integral of dx upon under root of a square plus x square is equal to log modulus of x plus under root of a square plus x square plus c. This is the formula which we want to derive. Think what we can substitute for x so that it can be simplified. So, suppose if you substitute x equal to sin theta, let us say a sin theta. Suppose if you take a sin theta, it will become 1 plus sin square theta. Do you have a formula for 1 plus sin square theta? No. We have formula for 1 minus sin square theta. So, the appropriate substitution will be, let x is equal to a tan theta. Why? The advantage is you will get 1 plus tan square theta, which will automatically get into sec square theta. So, make this substitution and we can say that dx is equal to a sec square theta d theta, and now try to write this. A square plus x square can be written as a square plus a square tan square theta. A square common, 1 plus tan square theta. And what is 1 plus tan square theta? It is sec square theta. Make these substitutions in our expression. In place of x, we are writing x a tan theta, dx is a sec square theta d theta, a square plus x square is a square sec square theta. So, the I can be written as integral of, in place of dx, a sec square theta d theta. By, remember, there is square root. If you take square root of that, you are going to get a sec theta. So, a will get cancelled, 1 sec theta will get cancelled. You are left with integral of sec theta d theta. And what is integral of sec theta d theta? It is log sec theta plus tan theta plus c. But remember what he has given the function is in terms of x. What we are getting is in terms of theta. So, once again just draw that small triangle. Remember x is a tan theta. So, if you bring a here, you get x upon a equal to tan theta. And what is tan theta? Perpendicular by base. So, it is x by a. So, automatically this will become a square plus x square or x square plus a square. Both are correct. Substitute back. Log sec theta. From that diagram, find out what is sec theta. Hypotenuse by base plus tan theta. You already know tan theta is x by a. Okay, plus c. Both have got common denominator a. So, this can be written as log modulus of x plus under root of a square plus x square minus log a, because this a is in denominator, log m by n is minus log a. But remember that minus log a is nothing but a constant, and we are already writing constant. So, minus log a, when you merge with c, you can write it as just c. You do not need to write minus log a, and this is the formula. So, what is the formula we have derived? The formula is log x plus under root of a square plus x square plus c. So, in this manner, with appropriate substitutions, you can derive all the 6 formulae without any difficulty. Either you have to substitute a tan theta as we did here, or you have to substitute a sec theta as we did in the previous case, or you have to substitute a sin theta or a cos theta. Make sure that when you make substitution, it fits into one of the identities. That is all. Remember, in the process you are going to get the answer in terms of theta, which you have to convert in terms of x by taking a triangle with the help of what you have assumed. Okay? So, this is how these formulae are being derived. Let us move from here, these 6 formulae, to the 7th one. 7th one, he has just given an integral of dx upon a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. Remember, we are not writing any formula. we are not deriving any formula. We will be managing with those 6 formulae only. We are not going to learn any new formulae. But if the expression is like this, what do you call this expression? It is a quadratic polynomial in denominator. So, can you just recollect the derivation of quadratic formula which you studied in 10th standard? How did we derive quadratic formula? If ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, we have derived the formula x equal to minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Same procedure we will be following it. What is the procedure? Just take that expression separately, ax square plus bx plus c. Make sure that the first term is a square term. The first term is ax square. A is not a square term. So, we have learned 2 methods. One is remove a or multiply a whole thing with a. Any one of the method will make sure that the first term is a square term. So, let us say we are removing a. This can be written as x square plus b by ax plus c by a. Means we took out a common, so we got that expression. With the help of first two, that is, first one is anyway square now, plus try to write second term as plus 2ab. 2 is not there, so write on your own. A is x here. What we should write here so that the whole thing is equal to b by ax. So, it is nothing but b by 2a. Why? Because 2 and 2 will get cancelled and you will have x into b by a, which is there. This is called method of completion of squares, and the same procedure we followed there in 10th standard. What is the advantage? When we write in the terms of 2ab, now you get to know what is the second term. The second term is b by 2a. So, we require b by 2a whole square. But simply you cannot add off some term. Since we cannot add, we subtract the same term. So, we say plus c by a minus b by 2a whole square. Now, what happens? If you can club the first 3 terms, and it can be written as a into x plus b by 2a whole square. And club these 2 terms. If you club those 2 terms, what is that you are going to get? Plus the LCM is going to be 4a square. So, you will get, or if you take negative sign common, you are going to get b square minus 4ac. This whole thing, whatever is there, can be written as k square. How do you write this as k square? We assume that k is equal to under root of b square minus 4ac by 4a square, or you can say under root of this by 2a. If that is k, this will become k square. Now, why we should do that? Because if the denominator ax square plus bx plus c is replaced by a, this a will go outside and this will be in the form x square minus a square. So, this problem is getting changed into integration of dx upon x square minus a square. And you already know the formula for that. What is the formula for this? It is 1 by 2a log x minus a by x plus a. And you will be able to integrate this function. So, if the problem comes like this, we do not have a new formula. We are only trying to convert them into a known types, either 1 by x square minus a square, or a square minus x square, or a square plus x square, one of the 3 types. In the same manner, 8th one, the only difference is instead of 7th, in the 8th one, this is square root. If this is square root, same procedure, the 4th, 5th and 6th formulae which we have learnt will be used. Whole thing is same, here it will be under root. If it is under root, what is the formula? It is log x plus under root of x square minus a square plus c. We will use this formula if there is square root. Otherwise, there is no difference between 7th and 8th. Procedure is going to be same. What is the procedure? By using method of completion of squares, convert them into standard form. What is the standard form? Either x square minus a square or a square minus x square or a square plus x square. With square root, without square root. And for both the situations, we have formulae which we will be using it. Okay? We will come to the last type. The last type we are coming to, where we have integral of px plus q upon ax square plus bx plus c. What way this is different than 7th type? In 7th type, the numerator was 1. Now here it is a linear polynomial. Denominator is as it is quadratic polynomial, but numerator in the 7th one was 1. So there was no complications involved there. But now since px plus q, a linear polynomial is put, we have a procedure. What is the procedure? The procedure is convert this px plus q as a into derivative of denominator, that is ax square plus bx plus c plus b. Equate px plus q with this. Why we are doing it? The simple reason why we are doing it is that if it is just denominator is ax square plus bx plus c, we know how to integrate, 7th type. So what we will try to do, if you simplify, for example, this one, you are going to get a 2ax plus b plus b. Because derivative of x square is 2x and derivative of bx is b, c is 0. Now what we do is we try to find the values of a and b. How to find the values of a and b? By equating the coefficients of equal degree terms. Here we have only x and one is without x. So what we will say? P is equal to 2aa. Hence, we can say that a is equal to p by 2a. Similarly, q is equal to ab plus b. And we know the value of a. So substitute q equal to p by 2a plus b. So how to get b? Take this p by 2a this side and you will get q minus p by 2a, or 2aq minus p by 2a equal to b. This actually in detail we are going to study in the next session, where we are going to study about integration by partial fractions. But right now, if you come across this situation, this is the procedure. What is the objective? To know what is a and what is b. So px plus q will get changed into this. You will get two different integrals and you can integrate them independently and finally club them. Okay? So the most complicated situation can be of this type, where you have a linear polynomial in numerator and a quadratic polynomial in denominator. What is to be remembered? Numerator px plus q is equal to a into derivative of denominator plus b. Find the values of a and b and then substitute here in place of px plus q, that expression. Separate them into two integrals, a upon whatever you get plus b upon the same thing, and then solve. So this is what the theory which is involved before we take up the exercise. So the exercise problems are based upon the first 6 types of problems, and then the 7th, 8th and 9th types of problems. But remember, there is no new formula in 7th, 8th and 9th. Okay. So let us begin the exercise. The first problem. First one is 3x square I equal to 1 plus x to the power 6 dx. Very simple. 1 plus x to the power 6 or x to the power 6 plus 1. Both mean same only. What we should assume, anybody can guess that this can be written as 3x square upon 1 plus x cube square. Now assume x cube equal to t. Put x cube equal to t. So what you will get? 3x square dx equal to dt. So I will become 3x square dx will become dt by 1 plus t square. And you know the formula. What is the formula you have learnt? You have learned the formula integral of dx upon a square plus x square is equal to 1 upon a tan inverse x by a. In place of a we have 1. In place of x you have t. So this can be written as 1 by 1 we don't need to write. It is directly tan inverse t by 1 is t only. Substitute back what is t? It is tan inverse x cube plus c is the answer. For every problem, we will be using one of those 6 formulae. Okay. Let us move further to the next problem. Third one. One upon under root of 2 minus x whole square plus 1. Think about it. What we should assume? By looking at the problem only, you will know that we should assume put 2 minus x equal to t. So you will get minus dx equal to dt. So this problem will become integral of, instead of dx it is minus dt by under root of 1 plus t square. 2 minus x we took it as t, so it is t square. Either you write t square plus 1 or you write 1 plus t square, both mean same. Recollect the formula. This minus sign can be put outside actually. Yes. What is the formula you have learnt? We have learnt dx upon under root of a square plus x square. What is the formula? Dx upon under root of a square plus x square. The formula is log x plus under root of a square plus x square plus c. So use that formula here. In place of a square we have 1 square, that is 1. So that makes it very simple, minus log, in place of x we have t, so we write t plus under root of a square is 1, so it is 1 plus t square plus c. Substitute back what is t. So it is minus log modulus of, in place of t, 2 minus x plus under root of 1 plus t square, that is 1 plus 2 minus x whole square plus c. This is the answer. Every formula, every problem we will be using one of those 6 formulae. Previous problem we used this formula, this problem we have used this formula. Okay, let us move further. Problem number 4. How to do? It appears to be a direct formula. How this can be written as integral of dx upon under root of 3 square minus 5x whole square. you already know a formula. Which formula you know? You know that integral of dx upon under root of a square minus x square is equal to sine inverse x by a plus c. Use this formula. Only thing is, in place of a we have 3, in place of x we have 5x. We cannot have 5x, we have to convert in terms of t. So, what you do is put 5x equal to t. So, what you will get? You will get 5 dx equal to dt, or in other terms I can be written as integral of dx will become dt by 5. So, it is 1 by 5 outside dt upon 3 square minus t square. Now, use a formula. A square minus x square is sine inverse x by a. So, this will be 1 by 5 sine inverse. In place of x we have t, in place of x we have a, we have 3 plus c. Substitute back what is t. So, the answer is 1 by 5 sine inverse 5x by 3 plus c. This is the answer. Take the next problem. Problem number 6. It is x square upon 1 minus x to the power 6 is more or less like first problem. Only thing is denominator is different. There it was a square plus x square, now it is a square minus x square type. So, basically you are going to use another formula. Procedure is same. What was the procedure we followed? We assumed that this can be written as x square dx upon 1 minus x cube square. Put x cube equal to t. So, you will get 3x square dx equal to dt. So, this integral can be written as x square dx we have. So, we can say it is dt by 3 and that 3 can be put outside. So, the numerator becomes dt, denominator becomes 1 minus t square. And then recollect the formula. What is the formula? We have learnt integral of dx upon a square minus x square is equal to 1 by 2a log a plus x by a minus x plus c. Use that formula here. In place of a we have 1, in place of x we have t. So, what it will become? It will become 1 by 3, 1 by 2a, 1 by 2a is 1. So, it will be 1 by 2 log 1 plus t upon 1 minus t plus c. Substitute back what is t, that will be the answer. So, it is 1 by 6 log 1 plus x cube upon 1 minus x cube. Why? Because we assumed x cube as t. So, 1 plus t is 1 plus x cube by 1 minus x cube plus c. This is the answer. So, you can see that in each problem we are using a different formula. So, here we have used this formula. Let us move further. We have this 11th problem. Integral of dx upon 9x square plus 6x plus 5. This is that 7th type, if you can recollect. 7th type means when the denominator is a quadratic polynomial. So, how do you do it? Take it separately, 9x square plus 6x plus 5. Try to use method of completion of squares. This can be written as 3x whole square plus 2 into 3x. It became 2a, automatically that is 6x into 1 plus 1 plus 4. So, what happens? This becomes 3x plus 1 whole square plus 2 square. Substitute that here. So, this will become dx upon, this whole expression can be written as 2 square plus 3x plus 1 whole square. it is in the standard form. What is the standard form? Integral of dx upon a square plus x square is equal to 1 by a tan inverse x by a. This is the formula we have learnt. So use that formula here. So how to use that formula? Before that we have to ensure that this 3x plus 1 is t. So if you put 3x plus 1 equal to t, you are going to get 3 dx equal to dt, or you are going to get 1 by 3 out, you will get dt upon 2 square plus t square. Now use the formula. So the answer is going to be 1 by 3 anyway going to be there, 1 by a, that is 1 by 2 tan inverse t by 2 plus c. So it can be written as 1 by 6 tan inverse t. What is t? 3x plus 1 by 2 plus c is the answer. So in this way, even if the denominator is in the form of a quadratic polynomial, we can solve it. Okay? Let us move to the next. The next one is 13th one. 1 upon under root of x minus 1 x minus 2 dx. How to do it? Multiply. Multiply and convert it in terms of this. That is, this can be written as dx upon under root of x into x, x square, minus 2x minus 1x will make it minus 3x plus 2. Which type it is? You can see there is a quadratic polynomial, but it's inside the square root. So it is the 8th type which we have discussed. 8th type and 7th type are same. What is our objective? Try to write this as by using method of completion of squares, either in the form x square minus a square or x square plus a square or a square minus x, one of the forms. So just take that separately. Let us say we have x square minus 3x plus 2. So how to write? First term is anyway square minus 2 into first term is x. Now think what we should take as b so that the product is 3x. So we know that it should be 3 by 2. Since it is 3 by 2, we are multiplying so that 2 and 2 when cancel, you are left with 3x. It clearly indicates that the b is 3 by 2. Since you are adding this, you also have to subtract. So it is 2 minus 3 by 2 square. So what it will happen? From this whole thing can be written as x minus 3 by 2 square. Club these two. This is 2 minus 9 by 4. 9 by 4, if you take LCM, will become 8 minus 1. 1 by 4, or it can be written as 1 by 2 square. This denominator is nothing but this. So integral of dx upon under root of x square minus 3x plus 2 can be written like this. That is x minus 3 by 2 square minus 1 by 2 square. Recollect the formula which you are going to use. What is the formula? Formula is dx upon under root of x square minus a square, which is equal to log modulus of x plus under root of x square minus a square plus c. Please use that formula. In place of x, you have x minus 3 by 2. Please remember. So it will become log x minus 3 by 2, that is x, plus inside whatever you have x square minus a square, remember it is nothing but the problem itself, because that only is simplified that particular manner. So either you can write it and club it again, or you can directly write it as whatever you got, that is x minus 3 by 2 whole square minus 1 by 2 square. Remember, x square minus a square is this plus c. This becomes the answer. So basically what we are trying to do, we are trying to convert it in terms of one of the 6 formulae which we have learned, so that the formula can be used to solve the problem. Let us move further. Take up the 16th problem. I equal to integral of 4x plus 1 under root of 2x square plus x minus 3. When we look at the problem, this is of the last type. What is the last type? Where numerator is in the form px plus q, denominator is in the form under root of ax square plus bx plus c. Correct? But it is not so. Sometimes just by using little common sense, you will find that the problem is very simple than what you assumed. For example, I will assume denominator as t, that is 2x square plus x minus 3 equal to t. Differentiate both sides. You get 4x plus 1 dx equal to dt. See, it became so simple. 4x plus 1 dx became dt by root t. What is the integral of root t? T to the power minus half integral is 1 by 2, sorry, t to the power half by 1 by 2 plus c. In other terms, it is 2 under root of t. What is t? 2x square plus x minus 3 plus c. Means even if you follow that long method, you are going to arrive at the same result. So sometimes we need to use our common sense instead of just thinking in a traditional way that it is in the form px plus q by ax square plus bx plus c in the square root. So we have to do it elaborately, not required. Okay, let us move to the next. 19th problem. 6x plus 7 upon under root of x minus 5 x minus 4. You recollect we have done a problem like this one in denominator. So what did we do? We multiplied. So the same problem can be written as 6x plus 7 upon under root of multiply. So it will become x square minus 5 minus 4 minus 9x plus 20. Yes, now it is of the last type. You have no choice but to follow that method. So what is that method which we learnt? We learnt that we will write 6x plus 11. Let the numerator 6x plus 7 is equal to a into derivative of x square minus 9x plus 20 plus b. And now our objective is going to be to find out what are a and b. So this can be written as 6x plus 7 equal to, differentiate this, you will get 2x minus 9 plus b. Equate the coefficients of equal degree terms. Here we have only two terms, one with power 1 and another is without power or 0, that is constant. So here we have 6x, here we have 2ax. So we will say 6 is equal to 2a, a equal to 3. So a value we got of 6 by 2 is 3. Now we have to get the value of b. So take the constant term, 7 is equal to minus 9a. How much is a? We already got as 3 plus b. Minus 27. Minus 27, if you take it to the other side, it will become plus 27. 27 plus 7 is 34. So we will say b is equal to 34. Substitute this in place of a and b, and in place of 6x plus 11, substitute that whole expression. So the I will become integral of, in place of 6x plus 1, what we have to write? A into this. What is a? 3 into derivative of this, we already got it as 2x minus 9 plus b. What is b? Plus 34 upon under root of we already simplified it as x square minus 9x plus 20. Now what is to be done? Separate them into two different integrals. How do you separate them? This by this, that is 3 will go outside, integral of 2x minus 9 upon under root of x square minus 9x plus 20, first integral, and second integral 34 upon this, 34 outside dx upon under root of x square minus 9x plus 20. First integral, very easy. How? Simply take denominator, this has t, the numerator becomes dt. Take this as t. Means what you can also do is take this integral, get the answer, take the second integral, get the answer, and then club them together. That will be more easier than writing whole thing again and again. So let us say we are trying to do this first. So I will say, let us say we call this I1 and this as I2. So I will say I1 is equal to integral of 2x minus 9 by under root of x square minus 9x plus 20. This is our integral. So if I assume x square minus 9x plus 20 as t, what I am going to get? I am going to get 2x minus 9 dx, which is dt. So it will become dt by under root of t. What is the integral? Remember 3 is also there, okay. So 3 is also there. So 3, what is the integral of dt by root t? Root t will go up, it will become t to the power minus half. So it will become t to the power half by 1 by 2. So it will become 6 under root of t. T is what? X square minus 9x plus 20. This is the first integral. Come to the second integral. Second integral, which I am calling it I2, let 34 be outside, integral of dx upon. Now, whatever we have now, remember there is nothing in numerator, it is more like 1, but it is in the form under root of ax square plus bx plus c. So you have to separate them as sum or difference of two squares. So this can be written as under root of x square minus, because there is minus sign, 2 into x into what we should write so that it will be minus 9x. It will be 9 by 2. Clearly indicating that the b is 9 by 2 square. Since we are adding, we have to subtract. So it is 20 minus 9 by 2 whole square. See the expression, quite a big expression. From here till there, that is from first term till third term, it will become 34 outside, integral of dx upon, this will become x minus 9 by 2 whole square. And simplify this. How to simplify? 9 9s are 81 by 4. So 20 into 4 it will become 80. 80 minus 81 is minus 1 by 4, or in other terms minus 1 by 2 whole square. And remember, this whole thing is in square root. And we have a formula for under root of x square minus a square. Use that formula. Use the formula of under root of dx upon under root of x square minus a square. What is the formula? The formula is log x. X means x minus 9 by 2 in our problem, plus under root of x minus 9 by 2 whole square minus 1 by 2 square. We got I1, we got I2, club both of them, that will give you answer. But little bit of simplification here you can do by taking LCM. It will become little more simple, but this is how this kind of problems are solved. Okay. Let us see the remaining problems. Yes, we have 2 more problems on the board, but we will not be doing them right now. Later on in the next session, we will be attempting these 2 problems. On your own, you can try doing those 2 problems. Remember that they will fall into one of these categories only. It is not going to be different. Okay. So, with this, we come to a close of this particular session. Please do try doing those 2 problems. We will make attempt to do them in the next session. Thank you. Sai Ram.